field that is being used as a replacement for animal therapy in nursing homes, which is really kind of awesome.
So she built planets on Earth, you guys.
Good evening, everyone, and happy early Halloween. And welcome to our Halloween happening with Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys. I'm James Wetzel. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm the producer of adult programs at the Museum of Science, Boston. I'm coming to you from our Suit Cabot studio, and I am so excited to be reunited with our dear friends Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys, and our very special guest host tonight, Ginny Nightshade. Every year, we kick off Halloween with a live performance from the toys in our Charles Hayden Planetarium. Unfortunately, this year, we obviously all can't be together in the same room, but we did want to keep the tradition alive. So I'm so thankful to the toys for collaborating with us on this awesome virtual experience, and that we all still have a way to kick off the Halloween season together. And this evening is a part of our current fall virtual season of adult programming. We have a great lineup of free digital events every week through the end of the year. Still some great stuff to check out. So you can check out that full lineup by going to mos.org/adults. You can register for your spot in all of those upcoming events and experiences and sign up for our mailing list so you can stay up to date on everything happening here at the Museum of Science for adults, just like tonight. Now, after the music experience that we have in store for you with the toys, the band and Ginny Nightshade, our host, will be on this stream live, and they will be here chatting about what they've been up to during quarantine. They'll be answering some of your questions that you can submit, and they will be judging the costume contest. So two very important things and sites that you all need to know. To submit questions to the band, you can do so at any point starting right now by going to slido.com and using the code MOSTOYS20. Once again, that's Slido, SLIDO.com, with the code MOSTOYS20. And then after you submit your questions, you're going to go onto Instagram and post or submit photos of your Halloween costumes, and make sure you use the hashtag MOSToys20, and the band and Ginny are going to be checking that hashtag and that feed all night long and showing and declaring all of their favorites during that live stream. I need to thank some very important people without whom tonight would not be possible. That, of course, is Barbara and Malcolm L. Sherman. We appreciate their ongoing support of the adult programming here at the museum. It is because of them that we are here tonight, and without them, this event would not be happening. It would not be free. So please join me in giving a huge virtual round of applause and thanks to Barbara and Malcolm L. Sherman. And finally, after the show tonight, I ask you to go to donate.mos.org/MOS@home and consider making a gift to allow us to keep bringing free virtual STEM experiences just like tonight into all of your homes. Once again, that's donate.mos.org/MOS@home. But now it's my privilege to kick things off tonight. Without further ado, here is Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys and their Halloween happening.
Welcome, lovely, 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 tasty human creatures. You are about to witness art and music animatronic taxidermy holographic representations of Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys, an early 21st century band of the Anno Domini era in the 1st century of the 3rd millennium. Please keep appendages, tentacles, robotic spider legs and any other things attached to you that you would like not to be eaten by the strange carnivorous life form roaming the aisles. No, seriously, it got loose when the band arrived and now it's eaten at least 3 patrons. Sorry, no refunds. Please sit back, relax, and set your steampunk pleasure lobes to vibrate.
I'm so glad you could come. It's going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
This is a visualization exercise.
dancing widdershins round a tree. Wildly widdershins whirled the three under a wild and cloud-swept sky, while a goblin moon rode high over the hill where the old stones lie. And their hats were peaked, and they twittered and squeaked as they danced in the green moonlight. And out of the boughs of the twisted thorn came the wail of a violin, queer and evil and sad and thin. And though there was nobody one could see, somebody played in the twisted tree queer sad tunes for the witches three, till a lost wind crept from the hills and wept, and the farm cocks crowed up the morn.
Hidden from the eyes of the world in a museum are savage souvenirs of torture.
This is an Archimedes spiral. You feel as though you are being drawn into the screen, sinking right into the whirlpool in front of your eyes, dragged, pulled, attracted as though it was a magnet, sucking you, sucking you, sucking you, sucking you from your seats.
mama's side. Baba Yaga, pick 'em up and say goodbye. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. She live in the woods by a tree. A house run along on 4 chicken feet. Well, baby stray from mama's side. Baba Yaga, pick 'em up and say goodbye. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones. She live in the woods by a tree. House run along on 4 chicken feet. Baby stray from mama's side. Baba Yaga, pick 'em up and say goodbye. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones. Baba Yaga, swallowed our souls. Baba Yaga, swallowed our bones.
Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? I think about how much fun Halloween is, about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween. For instance, you need the proper tools. It takes a sharp knife. It's much safer that way. Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too. So far it's been fun. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Carve the face with a small knife. Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun. There, that's better. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Every single day I'm waking up in a bad dream. I don't even know when I fall asleep. They want you to suck out all your colors and give up all your dreams. They want you to bleed out, fade out, blend in, slip in to their machine. They will love you, they will love you as long as they can control you. I'm waking up in a bad dream. I don't even know when I fall asleep. I don't really care what they say about me. I burn the effigies and sharpen my teeth. Battle witches, broomsticks, hexes, moonlight revenge. Clover children, been controlled for too long. Isn't it time we burn it down, 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 burn it.
Travel to the same block that I was auctioned off. Dry tears on my face, holding a Molotov. My battle cries alarming the broken who's nodding off. Sick of begging and hoping they stop this Holocaust. I'd rather die free after burning all the hate my eyes see. Gave them heart and soul, my flesh and blood still despise me. After shedding plasma on the palm leaves, I'm still one with the revolution long as my heart bleeds. They should have known we've grown prone to set the throne ablaze. Organized to rise from the catacombs maze. It's been a long time since we felt the sun rays. Insurrection and its flames brighten up the dark days.
Every single day I'm waking up in a bad dream. Battle witches, broomsticks, hexes, moonlight revenge. Cloven children, been controlled for too long. Isn't it time we burn it down, 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 burn it.
How to see ghosts or surely bring them to you. This part of the book is for children who were born at midnight. You can become a ghost seer by looking in through a hole in a coffin. This is especially true in some people leave little windows in the coffin so the dead can see out. Go walk around a grave 12 times backward, and the ghost will rise and ask you what you want. Some ghosts can be summoned by music. If you sing or play some piece of music or some special musical instrument that someone loved, especially during life, the ghost will come to see you. You might. It has happened.
Dracula's been sucked dry. It seems his brides ran out of rye. Wolfman's dead too, under the full moon. And he ran into the street and the car went boom. It's only Halloween. strange double feature I saw from my bed. The black lagoon creature eating pumpkin head. Frankenstein's monster ran out of juice. The cursed mommy died in a bandage noose. It's only Halloween. We bleed orange and green. It's only Halloween. We bleed black and green. Pinhead was there in his Beth leather vest, his nipple piercings put to the test. No one can find the invisible man, but I'm pretty sure he said Candyman, Candyman, Candy. Hey! It's only Halloween. We bleed orange and green. It's only Halloween. We bleed black and green. Jason, the headless horseman, Medusa, the blob, and Leatherface clan. In the Thing, the Babadook too. Then Jaws came and ate them up too. It's only Halloween. We bleed black and green. It's only Halloween. We bleed orange and green. Alien, predator, the crypt keeper, the Loch Ness monster, Mike Myers, and the creeper. They all passed away in a ten-inning fire. The cost of living can cause the dead to expire. It's only Halloween. We bleed orange and green. It's only Halloween. We bleed black and green.
Let's go! creatures of the dark subspace, good evening, and welcome to our post-show party hangout with Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys, y'all. They're here. They're live. They're on the screens. Maybe you're holding them in your hot little hands. Maybe you're watching them on TV, but they're here. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi, Jenny.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. So I'm going to be the host for the Q&A tonight, your FemC for the evening. My name is Jenny Nightshade. But before we get into our party hangouts and all the good fun we're going to have, in case you're just joining us and you're like, who is this band and how do I capture them and put them in my basement and keep them there forever and just feed them Twinkies? Well, this is Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys. Yes. So let's meet everyone. I want you to meet everybody and they'll tell you what instrumentally things that they did tonight. So let's start with Bones and JoJo.
I'm Brother Bones. I play the guitar.
I'm JoJo, the burlesque poetess. I play the flout and the ukulele and the frilly underpants.
All right, let's go over and say hello to Merry Widow.
Hi, I'm Mary Widow. I am a vocalist and I play percussion, mandolin, shaky bits, and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, Merry Widow, everyone. I don't know if everyone noticed, but I'm the werewolf version of Merry Widow.
Yes, we are twins.
Yes. Emphasis on shaky bits. Let's
shaky bits.
Some other people. Hey, let's say hi to Mike over there in the corner. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I play bass, upright and electric.
Awesome. Okay, let's say hi to Rachel.
Hey, I'm Rachel Jason. I play viola. Like a violin, but bigger and more viola-ish.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, how about we say hi to Matt Zappa?
Hello, I'm Matt Zappa, and I hit things for pay. I am the drummer.
I'm gonna hire you. Okay, let's say hi to someone else. How about? This is a double whammy here. I love seeing the screen. It makes me so happy. Everyone, say hi to Edry and Walter Sickert.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. You've all done very well.
I'm Edry. Am I Edry tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Edry. I play shaky bits too. I also shaky bits.
You do other? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I do. Yeah,
okay.
That's fine.
I Walter am too, and I do shaky bits as well. Like that. And I sing, and I play the piano. And I have wigs that I take out when I feel excited, like tonight. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
We love you.
It's a full moon almost. Oh!
It really is. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. I've got to watch you live over many, many years of Boston Time shows. And I've gotten to be a part of your shows a couple times. I was thinking about some of my favorites. I always think about the first time I saw you all, which was at the Middle East downstairs in Cambridge. And Edry was playing an instrument out in the pit, like just packed in by people. And I was just like, I need to be best friends with these people. This is incredible. What is that instrument called, Edry, that you were playing? Do you remember?
I was playing melodica.
Melodica. See, so cool. And then I got to do other really cool things like dance with you at the Boston Calling Show. Y'all were part of my show, Old School Game Show at the Wilbur, which was super, super cool. But I think a really unique thing that your band does is you kind of make a freaky family out of everyone who comes and sees you. So I'm super glad that you're getting to do that virtually, and we have a lot of fun planned for tonight. I think we have a Q&A going. So while we're chatting a little bit about the show you just saw with the Museum of Science, you can submit questions for the band. And I think that's really cool because I just asked a question. I was like, what the heck was that instrument you were playing? You could ask what color wig Walter is wearing because it looks red, but I
Let's take a look. Let's get it in there.
There we go.
I think it's
perfect.
blonde.
It's perfect.
I think it's blonde. I think.
Well, they say that blonde Walters have more fun, so we're set for a great evening. So what you do is you go to www.slido.com. It's SLIDO.com. You enter the code #MOSToys20, MOSToys20, and submit your questions, and we will answer them live on air right now. It's a whole bright new full moon world.
Ask away.
So, yeah. Before we do that, I would love to talk to the band a little bit about this show and how you put this show together, because I was watching the show and I was like, is that a Merry Widow dancing in space? How is that possible? Right? So tell me a little bit.
I went to space. I astrally projected myself out into the universe like a normal evening, like you do. And yeah, I was just putting on a rock show out in the galaxy. But truthfully, I worked with a very talented person that we are all friends with in this community whose name is Baron Jones. And he filmed me, and I handed it over to the museum, the wizards at the Museum of Science, who then made me a psychedelic space goddess, which really is everything I've ever wanted in my life. So I feel pretty great about it.
It was great. So how can y'all tell me a little bit just how it works? So do you send the set list in, you send the music, they create visuals? I saw some of Walter's art in there. How does it work?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So Walter creates visuals. We grab visuals from places, put things together, and we send the very, very, very talented people at the Museum of Science. They have a whole amazing crew who puts these shows together. We send them bits and pieces of visuals and ideas, and we send them music, and they make a beautiful show out of it. And it's just, as you saw, it's just incredible. And tonight was the first time I got to see it as well. And my jaw was here.
It's like the best part about this show, and first of all, let me just say this: through the whole year, the band, when we're gathered up, we always talk about how the Museum of Science show is our favorite show to play all year long. We all have like moments when we're in the planetarium with our family, our community, and we're playing together, and it's all zooming around our heads, and we recall them, and it's such a special time and memory for our band. And we just want to thank the Museum of Science for all their hard work. Everybody, you've all done very well, and we really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much.
I would love to add on that the first year that we did the Museum of Science show, we got to do an Instagram takeover, and we got to go and talk about our favorite part of the Museum of Science. And for me, it is the huge wall installation that's honeycomb shaped, and it turns into different pictures. And I remember making that post about how, as a child, coming to the Museum of Science was such an amazing field trip. And I remember loving that specific installation. There was something about it that just felt really magical to me. And then getting to be a part of the Museum of Science sort of art family now. And I just remember like being in the dome the first year and seeing all of the visuals that the team there had created while we were playing the music that we created. It was really just this humbling and awe-inspiring moment artistically, and I have these moments every once in a while where I'll get this sort of flash of like, oh, well, someday I'm going to die and be a ghost, but I've gotten to do some really cool things, and this is one of them. So I'm really grateful for all the adventures that the toys get to have, and this is pretty top of the list.
And then we're going to haunt the planetarium. We've been doing it since 2016, and it's like a cherry on the top of our Halloween bonanza. I'll say, a little nostalgically, we gig all year round pre-pandemically, but we seem to do somewhere between 10 and 15 shows in a very short cluster, usually in October, November. And the fact that this one is happening virtually, we were even getting to live stream in with Jimmy and what was our green room usually in the office. And it's like we're all hanging out there now a little bit in dystopia. It means the world to us. So thank you.
Is anyone else hungry for pizza?
Oh yeah, we were in the green room pizza munchies.
I mean, I'm always trying to look for like the tiny bright side. Like, let's be real. This year is a trash fire, but sometimes there are tiny bright sides. And so while I cherish all of our shows in the planetarium and the experience of sound checking in the planetarium, I do and don't cherish during sound check when we are all feverishly trying to look at the entire dome ceiling while also playing our instruments, and then we all get very dizzy and almost fall over. So I do love, even though this was a very flat performance, it was really nice to be able to look at the screen and not fall over while it was.
Yep. Every time it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so, oh, don't get distracted. What was the song?
It's quite treacherous in there, right? Because they're like the spikes sticking out of the ground in the planetarium. We're in a circle. It's in the dark, like as if
you
we
do not want to fall down in there. And the dinosaur will get you too.
The first year I had a really bad sinus infection too. And I remember looking up and it was like this rapid tunnel visual. And I was like, no.
Grabbed my shoulder.
Yeah. I was like, bye, I'm out.
I'll still never forget that time in sound check where I'm just playing, like you're talking about this being disoriented. I finally got my equilibrium. I'm feeling good. And I look up and we're playing Baba Yaga and there's a 20-foot me just staring. And it's just basically going like, you may never do something this cool ever again. Don't mess it up.
Good, you're killing it.
I think John Beckley, the famous photographer, got that photo of you, Zappa, in motion.
Every picture, every picture from that show was just me, just what is happening?
Absolutely, amazing.
That's so awesome. When I saw y'all play it at the planetarium, a cool thing about that show is you've got the visuals up on the screen. And that's like a big part of it mixed with your music. But I was also wherever you sit, you get a band member because you're in a round, right? So you don't get the full band, you get a band member. And I had front row seats to Matt Zappa that whole show. So I had a great seat.
Oh, sorry if there were drumstick fragments flying all over the place for you.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I carry them around in my purse. Okay, I have some questions. Band, are you ready for questions?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it. I mean, it is a Q&A. This is a very professional Zoom that we're all on together here. Super serious. This is exactly what my work Zooms look like during my day job for sure. But I've got some great questions here from the audience as they were watching the show, and there are a bunch more coming in, which is really cool. So in case you missed it and you're coming back in, you can submit questions for the band right now for this Q&A. You go to www.slido.com, SLIDO, use the code #MOSToys20. All right, so let's do this, band. Let's pick. This is a fun one. Baba Yaga versus Cthulhu. Which fighter are you betting on?
Okay.
Who's going first?
I'm going to go first. So Baba Yaga is amazing and takes no guff from anybody. However, Cthulhu is an elder god and has massive tentacles and will just terrify you to your very depths and drive you mad. So I really think the advantage is for Cthulhu on this one.
No. Hold on. I got to interrupt you for this one because if we're talking Baba Yaga is Keanu Reeves from John Wick.
That is incorrect.
Keanu Reeves is a god. So
look, God
I agree
with
God.
That.
Hello?
Just saying, God versus God.
Keanu Reeves? Did somebody say Keanu Reeves? Hi. Hello? Yes. Keanu, Keanu.
Make them kiss. Make them kiss.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
we derailed that a lot.
Sorry. I'm coming in now. I'm zooming in now. I got an answer. Here it comes. I'm going to put my thinking gloves on first. Now listen. This is my idea. If this is all valid points. However, if you're Baba Yaga, right? I'm going to go Baba Yaga, and I'll tell you why. Because this is what Baba Yaga would do. Time travel, go back to when Cthulhu was not an elder god, but a baby god. And she'd snatch him up and eat him.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
I feel like that's a pretty solid discussion we just had. And we had Keanu Reeves kissing Keanu Reeves. So I don't think that's what people expected, and that's what they got. And that's just what Halloween is all about. So thank you.
Toys for you.
Thank you, toys. Thank you. All right, so talking about Halloween, the next question is, how is everyone planning to celebrate Halloween this year? It's a different year. We're not going to all be like, hugging each other in piles of candy. So let's see. How about Bones and JoJo? How are you all celebrating Halloween?
Oh, we haven't discussed it because we both work from home, so every day is Halloween.
Every day is Halloween.
Every day. This is our VHS collection in part behind me. So every day is like Halloween weekend in Blockbusters, Blakebusters.
Yeah, that's because I have the thing here.
Circa.
Who's going to watch the thing?
It's either Blakebusters circa 1999. Yeah, I'm gonna say around here. So we haven't discussed it. I don't know. Maybe we should get weird and do something wholesome and opposite. I'm like crying with laughter about it. I'll have to think about it.
Rachel, what about you? What are you doing for Halloween?
Man, usually I dress up and I teach. So I'm in a high school, and for the last 5 years, Halloween's been on a school day. And so I've been able to be a myriad of amazing things. But Halloween is on a Saturday this year, and I don't really know what to do. Do I dress up on Friday? Do I just look seasonably spooky? And then on Saturday proper, I think we're going to try and have like a candy scavenger hunt for our 3-year-old in the backyard, because we can't really have him trick or treat. So I think we're going to try and clean up all the dog poop and then replace it with Snickers bars all over the backyard.
Nice. Yeah, I think we're going to do something similar, including cleaning up the dog poop. So yeah, that's what Halloween's about, y'all. Just making it work. All right, very cool. So I guess coming off of that, and we mentioned JoJo and Brother Bones' extensive VHS collection and a possible viewing of, was it The Thing? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay, cool. So one of the questions was, what are the band's Halloween's favorites? Music, movies, candy. So you can pick whatever you want. So Mike, what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Oh gosh.
A Halloween favorite.
Well, no kids this year, so no Halloween candy. Gosh, what am I gonna do?
Grown up Halloween.
Manhattans are Mike's favorite Halloween candy.
Yeah.
That's the answer you're looking for, Mike. It's Manhattan.
Halloween scotch.
They do make Halloween bourbon, yes.
They do.
That's what Mike will be doing for this Halloween.
Okay.
All right, what about Walter and Edry and special guests? Do you have some Halloween favorites?
What's your favorite Halloween movie, Peanut? What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. What's your second favorite one? Sanders Sisters?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is it Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus for you too.
Loves Hocus Pocus. We watch it like every day.
That's too spooky. That movie is too frightening.
Witches is good too. Witches. We watch Witches. We watched Pumpkinhead together? Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Shining? You like Shining?
No, not yet.
that no one remembers but me.
In a parental victory, my 3-year-old, who has been to Something Strange every year that we've done it, so our Nightmare Before Christmas themed show that we do, he is totally confused about holidays and thinks that Halloween and Christmas are one thing, thanks to that movie and soundtrack. So we were playing the music from Nightmare Before Christmas the other night, and he was like, "Oh, it's almost Christmas." And it was like, yeah, sort of. Awesome. They had victory.
I love that.
That's adorable.
Yeah, y'all get to do so and have done so many cool collaborative shows that sort of touch us in like our nostalgia hearts and bring it to us as adults. And also my kiddo loved coming to the Nightmare Before Christmas show. That's such a great one. You have a lot of folks that are just saying I miss you. So that's a big there's a glitter godmother misses you. A bunch of anonymous people miss you, which is
yes,
sort of scary. But coming off of that, there was a question, which is, how has the pandemic affected your shows or the music you make? And maybe we can expand on that a little bit and talk about what that's like for a band, because y'all play together and you're in separate spaces. So can you tell me a little bit how that's looking for you?
Yeah, well, I'll it looks like this. This is how we are a band right now. It is for us to, like, we're such a fan. You mentioned it before, Ginny. Like, we're such a band family. You know, I think of us as we're all very close, and like it's been part of our life for like a decade to see each other every single week and play music together. And sometimes more than that, you know, when we have a couple of shows in a row and stuff like that. And it's really hard. I miss everybody, but this is how we get to see each other. And so I stare really hard and I try to hold it in my heart, because it's almost like we're in the same room. It's almost I can feel all the love out there. I love you all so much and miss you. But I mean, this is what we do right now. We're trapped in televisions, but with that, we do have a bunch of exciting things that are about to happen on Halloween. So get ready, because the toys, though we're apart, we are still strong with love. The power of love and art is abound and flows through all of us, no matter how far apart we are. And that goes for not just the band, but all of you out there. We're all together. As long as we keep getting weird and being kind for each other and looking out for each other, we're all connected. But yeah, was that the question? No. Okay.
That was great. I think a cool thing we could talk about now is maybe some of the projects that y'all are working on. So if you want to talk about what the band is working on, or I know, for example, like Rachel, you're making masks and selling them, and they are stunning. And I mean, you're so talented in so many ways. But how can people purchase those from you? I know that's something you're working on.
Yeah, it's been a fun, creative kind of side hobby. I started making masks over the summer because I was alone and I was in the woods with a couple of people. So I was away from Boston and I felt like I couldn't get dressed. I didn't have any of my clothing with me, and getting dressed is a big part of how I kind of communicate with the world. And anywhere I was going out, I was covering my face, and I thought, oh gosh, well, if I can't wear lipstick, maybe I can just make a beautiful thing and have that be my tiny art piece for the day. And people started inquiring about them. And I said, sure, I can make you a mask. And it's become this amazing kind of self-fulfilling wheel of creativity. So I have, I've made a bunch now, and I've donated some, and I've given some as gifts, and I've sold a bunch. People can find them on my Instagram, which is @musicchick, MUSYK, so hard to spell, but easy to find if you Google me, Rachel Jason. So you can check out all the fabrics that I have and decide which one you want, and I will make you a fresh one, which has been super fun. Keeps getting dressed interesting for me. And I've been able to use the money that I've raised to buy more fabrics, and I have a wider selection, and that also means that I get to express myself and make kind of new fashion statements and do things that I otherwise wouldn't have. And then any of the extra money that I've had, I've been using it to support either queer or trans people of color if I can. So basically a lot of the artists that I've been following on Instagram, or people's music who I've been following, or people's Patreons that I've been kind of looking at for a long time, this has given me kind of like the extra income that I can kind of feed in an art cycle. So to say, like, I made this art thing, like I just bought a bunch of prints from an artist in Philly, and I got to say, like, I made a bunch of masks and raised this money that I'm now so excited to give to you for your art. So I love this cycle of creativity. And yeah, it's been keeping me busy.
Well, that's beautiful. I love that. I love seeing the photos of your masks and of your work, and thank you for sharing them with us. That's so cool. And so I also know that because I stalk you all on social media. I don't know if that's clear or not, but I know that there is a video game situation happening. Yes, so it's called Drake Hollow, and I think Walter wrote the score for this, but I'm gonna let them tell you about it. But can you tell us? Yeah, I want to know.
All right, let's talk about this. There's this video game. It's incredible, and I'm excited about it. So I'm not going to scream. I'm going to do it in like my inside voice. It's called Drake Hollow. It's on Xbox One. It's on PC. It's on Steam. When I was a little tiny Walter, I saw Nintendo and I said, "Oh, I love it so much." Fast forward all this time into the future, and we're trapped in a video game, and it feels so surreal, and I'm so grateful and excited. So it's called Drake Hollow. It's on Xbox One. It's on PC and Steam. And I made the music for it.
There's music from the band in it?
There's music from the Army of Broken Toys in it. And like sneaky, if you know the band, we've hidden so many like cool little Easter eggs in the game. You can this thing blows my mind. I'm trying not to say the F word. I'm so excited.
I feel you.
You can put in a Walter Sickert and Army of Broken Toys t-shirt on in the game.
If you get that far.
Oh, did I just spoil it?
No.
Well, I'm excited.
There's also some hidden music.
Yes, right.
A dance party. So there's this cool electronic Easter egg with electro music.
There is a magical goat that may or may not be completely inspired by me.
It looks just like Walter.
Don't spoil stuff, Walt. Don't spoil stuff yet.
No, that's incentive, dude. I want to play this now.
So fun.
Say, I haven't got that far yet.
Wow. Well, and so, Zappa, you're going to be playing, is that true? After this show tonight, are you going to be playing Drake's Hollow?
That's right. You could go to my Twitch page, drmattzappa, and you could see me do a blind run through of this whole thing. I started on Tuesday after Bunker Buds, and I have to say I don't want to spoil anything, but there's an opening song from the Toys that as soon as it came in, I was overwhelmed because I've been lucky enough to be able to be a part of something this cool, because I've been playing video games since I was a little kid, and I always wanted to have my music in there, and to know that we're a part of something like that, it's with my friends. It's one of the best things ever.
Yeah, I totally cried during that open credits. I was like,
right.
oh God.
I cried on stream. I'm like, I need a second.
I think we have this professional studio. You can just melt into us.
And nobody knows this yet. I have something super exclusive to tell everybody, including the band, because I think only Walter and I know.
Do you need a
What? No. What?
Super exclusive right here. It's super exclusive. Hold on to your hats. Put your science hats on. Get ready.
Tomorrow on Halloween, you will be able to download the score from our Bandcamp to Drake Hollow.
Wow!
Whoa!
armyoftoys.bandcamp.com, and you will see it tomorrow.
Oh my
God!
Ooh, what a Halloween present! Yes, I love it. Proper soundtrack for the weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You heard it here first, folks.
The images of the show that you've been, or the game that you've been sharing, look really, really cool. I don't even play video games, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It's really cute.
Cool.
The artwork is beautiful in the game. That there was so many times in the stream I just had to stop and just like, oh man, this looks great. I'm like, Matt, keep playing, and keep rolling. And also parts of the music, I'm just like, I wanted no spoilers of the music. I want to just be completely fresh with it. We did a bunch of the score, like session work, but it was like, I want to hear it fresh. I want to be completely surprised. And it's beautiful. Everything. Love it.
That's so awesome. And
Jenny, I think you're muted.
Sorry. I was just saying awesome for the 400th time because this is so awesome, you guys. I love to do with you. But I was gonna say to Brother Bones and JoJo that I think that you have some stuff that you're working on your own that I'd love to hear about. I've seen some stuff, but please share.
Yeah,
I've been using my time with the electronics and making pedals.
so you can sound like he does live.
Get your skull face on. You can get your bone master. You can
Those
sound
are
like,
cool.
right?
Nah, not really. Passing fancy.
Then you got my skeleton.
So awesome.
Oh, those are great.
So super distortions.
So we spent the beginning of pandemic. I got to be his new media coach, his booby, instead of momager, like a boobiger, but for Instagram cheerleading. So he's on the Instagram at Brother Bones Pedals, which is a real social media victory for me because I live online. Anyway, to show him.
Well, what are you showing?
Oh, I gotta show me too. So I'm on the socials as Poetess with an extra S for seances. And I paint what I call tarot portraits intuitively and make collage poetry, oracle fortune tellings of your Akashic records for you. And psychedelicpointillist.org, and it's all on my Instagram. And I sell zines. And you can hit up both of us to buy art or crazy psychedelic stompy guitar pedals. We do it all at this haunted house.
Amazing. Everyone is so talented. I have a specific question from a fan which says, tell us about the bass player. So I'm gonna let you all do that.
Man of mystery.
We all have to
As a drum. I want to say, as a drummer, I am very picky about the bass players that I work with. I'm very just like, I have to be able to like locked in with my bass player. Easiest bass player I've ever had to play with.
Thank you, Matt.
No worries, Mike.
And with you
Mike?
too.
Mike is a karaoke machine. He knows every single song that's ever been written. If you say, Mike, play that, he'll, yeah, no problem. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, Mike, how about this? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Mike, what about, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Played that 100 times. What about this thing? Blah, 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 blah. What about some Sun Ra? Oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, nothing he can't do.
It's true.
It's true. It's 100% true.
Amazing. What a wonderful band family that you have. Also, if for those of you that are watching, you probably saw us posting earlier, but if you are already just sort of dressed up, we are running a costume contest. So you can post those pictures on Instagram and you can hashtag MOSToys20. I think there's some that are already up there. I'd love to, Edra, do you got one down there?
I have one. This is amazing. You'll have to look at that. Amazing.
Oh, so sweet. I love it. Yeah, so I've seen a bunch up on Instagram, and if you just happen to be home wearing something that you feel is a costume, we'd love to see you. What do you, Zappa, you got one there?
Yeah, someone is dressed up as Duncan.
Yes, I love that
A fresh cup of Duncan.
Yes. Holly Solomita.
Yeah.
We've got a
go to Instagram
plague
and
doctor here.
Oh, plague doctor.
Nice. Keep them coming.
Keep it coming. I love those. I love the costumes. You can just put those up and you can at the Army of Toys on Instagram. You can hashtag MOSToys20 and we will spotlight you right here because you look fabulous. You really do. My gosh. I got a lot of more misuse. Everyone misses you all so much. I'm so glad that you brought your faces to their homes tonight, because really, you're such a huge part of the Boston music scene, the worldwide music scene. Let's be honest.
We're nominated for a Boston Music Award.
That is true.
Of course you are. Is voting going on for that now?
It is bostonmusicawards.com/vote, and you can vote for live stream of the year for Bunker Buds.
Bunker Buds.
Oh my gosh. Walter, how many Bunker Buds have you done?
192.
Wow.
Yeah. Right? Doesn't that explain it? Isn't everybody like, oh, I get it now? They've seen 192 of those shows. That's what happens, because I'm watching it as it happens. So I've seen it. I brainwashed myself.
And you can watch episode 193 tomorrow at facebook.com/Walter Sickert.
There you go. That's right.
Wow. I love tuning into Bunker Buds. I pretty much tune in almost every single night. It's such a light in the sort of monotony of the week to see you just getting wild over there in your bunker.
Wait back.
I have so much energy. Ah, Zappa.
Oh, hello there. I'm just on the show that follows him, Yarmad Zap on Twitch. I just follow the show.
Yeah.
I take his ratings, and that's what I do.
It's the late show at Zappa.
That's great. And you're doing it tonight, right, Zappa? So they could check that out.
Yep, right after this, Yarmad Zap on Twitch.
Awesome. Not Twitch. I learned. Yes. Walter, someone actually asked in the Q&A thread, how do you think your Bunker Bud experiences will impact your live shows in the future?
That's an awesome question. And I've thought about it a lot, because 192 episodes, 3 episodes, 90 million, I don't know, I remember now, but, I've thought about it. And, when shows become a thing, I have a fantasy. Let me spin you a yarn. Let me tell you what my fantasy is. It's this. It would be that once we can do shows again, I want to plan the biggest, awesomest tour for the Army of Broken Toys. That's my I want that. That has to happen. So that's going to happen. It's going to be like a world tour. We're going to go everywhere, all over the place, all kinds of places, everywhere they'll take us. We're going to do that. And then I want to open the show with Bunker Buds. I want to be my own opening act. I want to come out and be the opener for the Army of Broken Toys. And Bunker Buds can tour forever. Imagine this in the same room as Live Bodies.
It'll be like Welcome to Night, instead of Welcome to Night Vale. It'll be Bunker Buds followed by the Army of Broken Toys. Perfect.
Yeah.
But question, will it be like Bunker Buds the game show too, so you can bring audience members in on the whole show?
Oh, we'll definitely do Guess What's in the Skull. That's our nightly game that we do every single night, is Guess What's in the Skull. We'll do that live, but we'll have a giant skull that people will wheel it out and people could be inside of it. Look, this is the model. Imagine scale. It wheels out on stage. And I go, hey everybody, welcome to Dystopia's favorite game, What's in the Skull? And we open it up. And who's in there? John Lithgow. Just hanging out. That's my dream, Jenny.
That is so awesome. I love your dream. I'm so glad that I get to be a part of all of this. And I'm always up for a game show, Walter. You know that. I'm living in the game show family over here. One of the questions in the Q&A was, when is the next Old School Game Show? I don't know if y'all know, but Walter's been a special guest on Old School Game Show a bunch of times. And we are doing a virtual game show, and it's actually tomorrow night on Live. Yeah. So we have 4 contestants calling in to play live on the screen. And I want to see a Old School Game Show where Walter and Mike Mary Widow, what's it called at the end? The lightning round, when they go head
the lightning round.
Yeah. I should know that it's my show, but I would love to have the two of them do a lightning round trivia contest.
Oh my God, keeping control of that lightning round with
Good
I'm like,
luck with
it would be like it's like a Cronenberg movie. If he was in one pod, and then Pee Wee Herman got in, and then we mutated, and a fly got in, and I came out the other end like I'm ready to do the show. Ah! I think we're related somehow too. That was the tail end of that sentence. Okay.
I had to bring up Cronenberg.
I did.
I think so too. Okay, so I have another Q&A question, which is, are any of you scientists? Because we did do a show at the Museum of Science just now in the planetarium. This is their subspace series. Are any of you scientists?
I am.
I'm a doctor on Instagram.
No, I'm just a witch.
But we all believe in science, and that's what matters, right?
Absolutely true. I feel like it's hard. That's sad that we have to say that, but yes, we all believe in science. We might be. I mean, I might have a giant wig on, but listen, science is real.
Cool. I'm gonna do a couple more questions before we close up for the evening, and we all go to watch Zappa's Twitch show afterwards, where we get to see Drake's Hollow, which I'm really excited about. Just pay no attention to the skeleton that's crawling behind me.
No.
But one of the questions
playing a trumpet behind us, so
we're very family friendly, whether we like it or not tonight. So here we are. So I think I'm gonna pick on Mike a little bit because you've been so quiet. Can you tell us a little bit about Parlor Bells? Is that a different band that you might be in?
I might be in it, yes. Yeah, we've been doing things at home. We all invested in some recording equipment, and we decided to do tracks. We've done maybe 5 songs so far. In fact, we're coming out with something tomorrow afternoon.
Nice.
That's great. That's I keep saying awesome. I don't know. I think I'm glitching out over here. like no other words. All right.
It's like, oh my God, people. Oh my God, there's actual people to talk to. Oh my God.
and you are awesome. Rachel, I have a question for you in the Q&A, which is, what bands inspire you?
Ooh. Oh gosh.
Give them the top 5.
Oh gosh. Top 5 lately. Tune Yards. I'm trying to think of live experiences, like people who I've seen live or bands that I've seen live that have been really inspiring. Seeing Tune Yards live, they were really awesome. Deerhoof, they were really awesome to see. Bands that continue to inspire me, Radiohead, for their breadth of creativity, certainly. Oh gosh, this is tricky. Haven't seen them live. Wish I could have seen The Clash at any point. That's 4. Shit. 5 is Bent Knee.
Woo!
Ooh, keeping it local, absolutely.
Yeah, keeping it local. Boston bands, just awesome musicality and fantastic people and really crazy songwriting. So,
thank you. I'm gonna have to check out all of those bands. Thank you. I mean, I've heard of The Clash. That's
oh, but also one other thing. This isn't really a band, but watching David Byrne's American Utopia, which is his Broadway show that was recorded and directed by Spike Lee. It was, I was crying because it is him and 11 musicians and nothing else on the stage. And they're all wearing wireless mics and all the percussionists are carrying their percussion. So it's literally just musicians making music together. And I was like, I want that. I just want to be in a room making music together. So that was, I just watched that a couple of nights ago, and it just absolutely floored me. Not only the musicality, but the lighting design and just the art piece as a whole. And also just the memory of making music in spaces with other people.
For sure. I saw that was up on HBO, and I'm psyched to watch that. All right, so I have a final question for everyone. It's a kind of open-ended question, but I think it's a really lovely sentiment that was sent over in the Q&A. So the question is, and I think after this we'll talk a little bit more and then we'll wrap up. So this is your final question. Unless, do we have more costumes?
We do. We have a couple more.
Oh, we do. All right, let's do costumes. Let's do it before we do our question. What do we got?
This is the amazing Jessie Nicole.
Yay, Jessie!
Yay!
Yeah. Another one, Jessie Nicole.
Yeah.
Woo!
And this is a private account, but I happen to be able to see it. And I won't mention the name of this person, but look at that amazing costume. I know they're watching. Those are adorable kids. This is Mike.
Yep, it was Mike.
I love it.
Cute.
And this is actual costumes from one of our shows.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Amazing. Brighton Music Hall live show.
Oh,
wow. Someone actually asked if you were going to do Shockhead and Peter Part 2.
Oh, I wish.
The shockening.
Maybe we should write one.
Oh, Shotgun Peter Part 2 is a great idea. Oh my gosh.
Puberty busting out of that trap door. Never mind.
No, that's the beginning. That's true. Yeah, yeah, that'll be a story. What's happening behind me? The attack. Whoever said
good
that.
Question.
Great question. You know what? That was so much. Here's the thing about Shockhead Peter. When we did that show, we had one day off in the schedule before the show started, and on that day, Wednesday, Alice was born. And then the very next day, that was the opening show. So I was sleeping at the hospital for the first week of that production, and so every night I would come home. Or come home to the hospital in a cab and climb up and sleep in like a tiny chair. And what I didn't know until that evening was that we were right underneath the helipad. So at like 4 a.m., a helicopter would land on top of the hospital. Wait, I go, ah! And that's how I'd start my day as a new daddy and a star on the musical stage. The great question. I love it. I want to do Shotgun Bear too. I like that idea. Yep. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Let's do all the shows. All right. So before we're going to do our final question here.
Uh-oh.
Come back, Jenny.
And I love this question.
Okay.
Am I back?
You're back.
Hey, I'm back. Isn't it awesome? Your final question is, how exactly did you all become so damn awesome? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your world for over 11 years. We love you, is the comment in the thread. So the question that you all have to answer as working artists living in a pandemic and still managing to make art and bring it into people's homes and hearts, how exactly did you all become so damn awesome?
I feel like you're very much a reflection of the people that you work with, and one of the best bits of advice I ever got early on in music for me was surround yourself by people that know more than you do, so you could grow and become a better person and better artist.
Oh, Matt, you're gonna make me cry.
Absolutely.
It's true. Everyone.
We'd be, we've said this a bunch. Like this band, it's so strange when you meet a group of people that's special, like the people in this band. To me, and they're my family, and I just want to say this. When you meet somebody, it's like you could have been friends with people any time in your life, and it would have been such an amazing experience. And like when we met, we've all met in different ways, and over a decade, in all different kinds of ways when we come to the band. And the one thing I think that runs through all of that is just like I'm so appreciative to work with such incredibly talented people that I'm also so grateful to call my family and friends. And I know they're always there for me when I need them, and they're always in my heart. And when we're apart, they're still a major part of my life. And you know, I think there's a big thing when you have a band. As long as we've had a band and with as many people, it's all about trust and respect and love, and that fire to keep making stuff that's different. And just being together, and we can't be in the same room, but I certainly feel every single one of you guys loom large in my heart every single day, and everybody else out there too, that you've been with us this whole time and supported us. You know, we couldn't have done any of this without you. Any of these cool shows that we talk about, any of these awesome experiences tonight wouldn't happen without all of you out there supporting us all along the way. And we can't say enough about how much that means to us. So, all right, I'm crying now, but that's what
I would like to add, you know, the question being, you know, how did you all get so awesome, which is very cute. But I think all of us, you know, come from backgrounds of art and theater and music, and we all had our different paths to getting where we are. And, you know, we all grew up maybe being the weirdo, queerdo outcast, or maybe we were popular, or maybe we weren't, or, you know, whatever. But we all found each other, and I'm going to cry. And I think not only, you know, Boston is such a creative town, but this band especially, you know, whenever I get asked what my favorite word is, I always say that it's yes. And I think that this band really sort of embodies yes, where everyone has their own strength and everyone has their own talent, and we all see each other's strengths and talents, and we give each other that yes. And, you know, we trust each other so much that, you know, when we're trying it, if I'm trying something and Rachel says, "Oh, Widow, try it like this," I'm like, "Yeah, you're a genius. Great. Thank you." You know, and it's just such a beautiful blend of creativity and support. And, you know, I tell people who haven't seen us before that we're like the Electric Mayhem come to life. So, you know, this band of Muppets that just really loves each other. And I think going to a toys show is like a ritual full of joy. And that's all I ever want in the entire world.
Yay.
That is a perfect description, a ritual of joy, and that is very true. Would anyone else like to talk about how awesome they are?
I would just add that it's kind of like a combination tumbleweed art magnet. Like when I think about our origin stories and our early days as a band, like my very first experience with the toys was I had just played a crazy solo viola set in a backyard before a thunderstorm, and I looked over, and directly following me were this pair of freaks and tons of crazy stuff making the best music I'd ever heard. And I was like, I want that. How do I get to them? And at the same time, they're going, we want her. How do we get to her? And we came together like magnets, and then kind of tumbled forth and acquired every kind of other art piece as we went along. And so it's always like, you know, you roll over something and it absorbs, and we become stronger and bigger and weirder with more divergent experiences that somehow still overlap perfectly.
You know, I want to, like, first of all, Rachel, I miss you. I love you so much. I know, I really love you. I just want to add to that, like, that's the other thing it's like the end of the rainbow. I keep thinking about what's the music going to be like that we make when we're finally back together again. You know what I mean? Because we're all on our own journey right now, and we're doing these different things, but we're you know, we got our band and we're doing the thing like this kind of stuff. But like, what are we going to make when we're back together? I'm super excited about that. And I feel like when I try to meditate on a positive feeling, on a positive, you know, look into the future and hold on, hang it like the cat in the tree, kind of hang on. I think about what kind of crazy stuff we're going to do when we you know, blow the house down when we're back together again in the same room, doing the crazy shows that we do.
And keep it our final 2024.
Exactly.
Just gonna get richer, more psychedelic, more brutally positive by sheer force of art charisma.
I do feel like maybe we should revisit the script from 28 Seeds, like maybe after the election and just be like, how close are we to this thing that we produced 10 years ago?
Yeah, very
you,
true.
You all have done an incredible amount of work over the past decade plus, and you're continuing to create new and exciting things in this alternate world. And I'm just in awe of all that you're doing and will continue to do. And you know, this has been an absolute pleasure to be here chatting with you all. And as we're, I guess, going to be closing out because we're about at 9 o'clock, I want to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for contributing your art to this show that we got to watch. So if y'all caught the show and you loved it, you can follow the Army of Toys at Army of Toys on Instagram. You can follow Walter Sickert on Instagram. You can follow Walter Sickert and the Army of Broken Toys on all the social media pages, and these lovely folks as well. We learned a lot about the stuff that they're working on. And we want to say thank you to the Museum of Science and their incredible tech crew and this Museum of Science at Home subspace that we're all hanging out in. And I just, you know, this was such a positive thing. I love that you all are making this Halloween special, because I certainly think we needed it. And I loved spending this Halloween happening with you all.
Oh, we love you too, Jenny.
Thank you so much for doing this, Jenny. You're incredible.
Love you.
You
Game show tomorrow.
Ultimate game show tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Museum of Science.
Science.
Science.